Alright, so while I have my little chef cooking for me, so you guys are gonna hear in the background. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know I do cook a lot and I have trained her how to cook on there. So I'm gonna today's video, I am going to take you guys along rebuilding my turbo. This is going to be a new learning experience for myself, but this is the definition of built, not bought. And my car does not run. If you guys have been following along with the channel, it is smoking excruciating out the back end, and you know there's oil into the intercooler. So I want to say it's the piston rings because of the smoke, but thing is the car runs excellent. So there's no loss of power, there's no like, oh my god, the car is dying. There is a little bit of oil on the plugs, but that is because the turbo seal. So I know this one is going to be blown up, but the turbo that's on the vehicle, I know that one, you know, previous owner maybe had blown that one up, and what had went down is that, you know, they got rid of it for cheap, and that's why I got it for cheap. But let's speed process this guy up. So the way how this turbo works, guys, if you guys are just new to the videos and everything, I want to just explain to you guys the way how this works is that obviously this thing, like a normal fan in the house, spins air and then it's sucked through your intercooler, which goes through the cold side, the shiny part, obviously, because the hot stuff is cast iron. This is like an aluminum, like a type thing, but air goes in through here, spins the propellers in here, and this has a bunch of different seals in there, and then it's pushed out. So you can see right there, the little hole down there, it's pushed out through here. That goes through your intercooler, and then that piece goes all the way back into your intake. Then your car breathes it in, nice cold boost of air. So it's basically like using an inhaler for all the asthmatic people. It's basically like using an inhaler and, you know, getting that extra little boost of air. So that's exactly how a turbocharger works. However though, if you race your car a lot and beat it up, your seals blow. Not as bad as a rotary though. Alright, so all my tools for the Fiat are in the Fiat, and I only have the spare leftover tools. But got the band off, so now I can take the entire component. So obviously oil goes in through the top and feeds it, which lubricates the bearings inside, and then goes down the bottom. And then obviously right here you have coolant. Some turbochargers aren't coolant charged, or coolant cooled question mark. So that's a coolie. So we're basically gonna go not lefty loosey, but righty loosey. So actually you can even see this turbo had some type of markings on it, so that's pretty weird, but that might be just manufacturing, I don't know. Let me see here. I'm gonna grab it on this side, and then I'm gonna righty loosey lefty tighty this thing. Alright, so I found a place. I used the turbo to put you guys down. Yeah, we're gonna go righty loosey lefty tighty. And if it doesn't work, then I'll change up the thingamabob. SpongeBob. Building the turbo was a no-go because I don't have the right tools, and instead of wasting time trying to find a cartridge that will fit the GT 1446 turbo, yes, I could have got one for the Chevy Cruze, I decided to, for the same amount of money, go ahead and get myself another one. So got plastic. This is so exciting. Oh my goodness. Turbocharger. Let's see here, this thing's put in the bag like a meat. meat. Look at this baby. So this is actually an Alf brand. You can see right here where they shaved all the letters down. It's funny. This is an Alf brand GT 1446 Turbo, but water in, oil in. Looks like I had to get a butt right here, so that's fine. I just had to take the screws from the other one. And then wastegate actuator looks the same. This looks the same. So you see right here GT 4046, so it's kind of very similar. AR instead of Honeywell, so they kind of like, this is like a knockoff, almost Wish version of it, so that's pretty cool. Definitely won't have to barricade this one off because you have your water, you have your oil, and then this one I think is naked, and then your oil dump. That is super sick. Oh my goodness, I'm excited. The house now, I have the new turbo that I bought next to the factory OEM one, and we can see that right here in this little stub, that's where they say Garrett. Now those words have been grinded off to look like that, and the housing looks relatively the same. This one is standing taller because it's on a bolt, so that looks okay. The flange, obviously this one is dirty, full of oil. That one is clean, brand new, well at least refurbished I think. Cartridges, like I was saying, so this would be the bottom, so oil goes into the top. And wow, this one's actually open like that. I don't know, I had to look in the car. So that one's open, I guess, and there's like a bung on there one. Now it's for your coolant, so same exact thing like that. So then we look at our front of our turbos, and for the turbo side, so we got the wastegate actuator, right? So this one doesn't say, it stops with air 46, and this one says 8 air 46 Honeywell turbos, down to the code, made in Slovakia. That's what it says. Sorry for the focus. So that's what that one says. And then this one over here says turbocharger, and you can straight up tell that this thing was sanded down just by the height of the plate. That kid in the background. No. So this one relatively looks the same, but you can see right here like there's more of a shininess lip compared to that one right there. There's no shiny lip. I don't know why the camera keeps focusing like that for. That's weird. So definitely this is kind of like the same exact turbo, just redone. Down to this is all shiny and everything too. It's crazy. What a comparison. So it might be like a refurbished, just kind of like cheaper version. But that's okay. It's temporary until we get money and afford a much newer, faster turbo. Let's see how the fins look in this one. Hold on. So the fins is a dual scroll, or at least it's got 2 fins. That's what I mean by dual. It's not a single propeller. So this would be the intake side, so it looks like this. I think all turbos are like that, but this one is kind of like, you know, air can get trapped in between these little vents, push it much quicker. So that's cool. I guess it's just an update on the turbos. Next day here, change of clothes, getting right up in it. So we got the new one, we got the second one, we got the first one taken apart that I wasn't able to do that, as you guys seen earlier. And I figured out what that hole is. It's for the water in there, I guess, the water return, and then the water exit is on the other side. So yeah, I guess so. I'm gonna start taking everything apart here. My plan was to take maybe the whole manifold off. I'm trying to just take off the turbo from the manifold. Sorry, I'm out of breath right now. I've been running around. You can see the neighbor's not here. Finally, thank goodness. So I parked up on the thing. So I'm kind of just rushing in, trying to get down as much as I can. So probably gonna rip out the bumper for some clearance, maybe not. But if you guys haven't seen it already, there is videos on here of me taking apart everything. So if you're new here to the channel, welcome to the channel. But if you've seen this before, that's why I'm not gonna do it. Just go through the channel, of course, and there's videos like maybe like a year ago when I first did the whole entire rebuild, so I'm gonna dig right back into this and get it. So basically, for all the new people here, I guess it's just the 13 bolts are right here, or you can go upside down and get these bolts off right here. Might be a little tougher to get up in there. And then I believe one of the subscribers, Eric, had mentioned wiring. I'm not too sure what you mean by that, brother. Obviously coil pack wiring, you know, multi-air wiring, and then going right here to your evap system. So you have one that goes to the back of the intake, right? And then you have one right here. I have it on a T-splitter, so that one goes into the fuse because I have a 2015 or whatever the hell you want to call this, but it is, what is it, tied in there because it usually goes into the intake box. Then this one right here is, follow along the lines. So this one that I'm pulling at right here, sorry, let me see this. So there's a line that goes from the intake, and then it comes back up here and it connects into here. And then this splitter right here originally is connected to the back of the box as well, but because I don't have that no more, I needed to adapt it. Now, yeah, I could have just ran straight from this line to this one, but then I need to connect that to the little what do they call this thing? Little chip, I guess, little reader. So obviously it's blocked off here, TBF performance. Then this one right here is connected to your intake, so that's all your evap system and everything for your vacuum lines. And then obviously you have all the red lines down here. That's for your wastegate actuator to open and close it. And then just different things that control it. That control into the turbo as well. So different boost pressure. So there's a line right here that connects onto here. Then there's a line that goes on top. Something that I'm seeing right now, this thing has a little hole in it. That might be the difference. Maybe that one is a sticker. This is the OEM wastegate actuator I originally had on the car. So the second one that I had didn't come with one. The third turbo did come with one, but enough of me chit-chatting. I'm gonna catch you guys when everything is ripped apart. Let's get it. Okay, so some positive vibes today, I guess. Freaking got one wrench stuck underneath. That's fantastic. Should have stopped ratcheting when I was halfway there. But damn, she puked. So I guess it's a good sign. It shows that there is like a messed up seal in the turbo, and I'm just having troubles. Can't even speak. I gotta get this bolt off, and that's like the hardest one because that guy is stuck over there. And my 13 that I have, it's a custom 13, but it's kind of hard to get it on there. Obviously, you got a small little handle, so trying to get the man pressure without taking apart the entire front. I think it'd be easier if I just ripped off everything, but that means a lot more work, and I only have maybe 20 more minutes to do what I got to do over here before I lose sunlight. So most likely won't be attending a Cars and Coffee on Sunday, but I think I will include the car starting in another video, guys. This is just to keep you updated about everything. I really wanted to get it all together in this video, but for sure probably in the next video I'll put the new turbo on there and show you guys the startup and everything. So I'm just gonna keep on wrenching on till I have no more daylight, and let's get it. So it got really dark really quick. Turbo number 1 obviously blew like a trumpet. I mean, I had oil out the back end, and put turbo number 2. Now I honestly think this one did come from a friend. You can see it has a little bit of play in it, so maybe the thing is shot. Now when I did this, guys, obviously I'm new to this game, okay? So turbo number 1, blow off valve, blew a seal, spitted oil in intercoolers, and that's why it's always good to wear protection, guys. You know, if you do stuff inside, it comes out so nasty sometimes. I didn't check that, so then I put the second one on there. Yeah, so the second one's on there. Now this one, like I said, I didn't check the old OEM intercoolers. I still ran it over there. Obviously it was smoking. Number 3, completely blown. Same exact issue as you guys seen earlier, and turbo out the back, turbo out the front, etc, etc. Cartridge, I actually stripped the bolt. These things are really fragile, so I had to perform surgery. Got underneath the car, dislocated the bolts from the oil pump and everything. Turbo number 4. So that's gonna be the good luck one. I can take you guys underneath the car real quick over here. So we go to the murder scene. You can see all the oil. I actually got a cardboard box. So that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. Stay tuned for the next part where I can actually slap this genre back on there and then get it started. Sunday I'm gonna come back out here. Maybe I'll go to one car meet, maybe not. Maybe I'll just come straight over here, get this thing knocked out, because I really want to get this baby back on the road. And I want to show you guys what she sounds like 100% like better. So it's exciting though. I got it all at least to the next step. And man, does this engine bay look absolutely insane without its turbo on there. Look at all that space. Just like a regular Fiat, but put a towel here so no water goes inside for now. Well, that's it, guys. Stay tuned for the next part. And as always, stay safe, stay chill.